Good morning and happy Monday, YouTube. You may have noticed that in my last couple of videos that I actually have a lot of presets in Lightroom, but I kept using the same one over and over, and so I figured today, let's use something different. And then, you know what, maybe we'll just use something different all the time and just try them all out. But if you're enjoying my videos or if you enjoy this one, go ahead and hit subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and let's give this photo here a try. This is a photo I took a couple of weeks ago when we were at the beach in Galveston. This is what it looked like straight out of camera. And this is kind of where I want to go with it today. This is using a couple of things. It's using the Tricia Victoria presets. If you're not familiar with those, I pulled them up on the internet. So here it is, TriciaVictoriaPhotography.com. She has this shop, so if you click shop, it takes you to this page. She's got some of her different presets here, and this particular one is the gold pack that I'm working with today. And look, it's only $38.99. That's really not a terrible price for some presets, in my opinion. You can definitely spend like twice that. So $38.99, not too shabby. So that's what we're using. We're using the Tricia Victoria presets, the gold pack. Just a little more, just to give you an idea. But anyway, so let's go back to the Lightroom. This is the image we're going to start with. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create a virtual copy just so we have something to go back and look at and compare as we go if we need to for any reason. Okay, so let me find them. I guess I should have been a little bit more prepared. I have some updated versions in here of just things that I've edited for different sessions. I actually really like these little mountain tone ones down here. They're kind of fun, but today we're just going to use the gold one. You can see immediately it already has like, well, it's got more contrast, but it's just got like a softer feel to it. Things are already popping out a little bit more, and I already kind of love it. I don't need grain in this photo. You could take it or leave it. That's just kind of a personal choice that I'm making. You've seen me enable profile corrections because of the vignetting on my 35mm, and so I'm going to do that before I head back up to the top. This is cooler than I would like for it to be. I mean, we're outside. It's basically midday. It's like 11 o'clock. So, you know, I had my camera set to the temp to 5700, but it just really needs to be a little bit warmer. So we're just going to warm it up. You know, somewhere in this range, like the 6,000 range, I think looks pretty good. Lots of highlights. I'm not sure if I'm really ready to bump the exposure down, maybe a little bit. Shadows her face a little bit, so I might bring some shadows up a tiny bit. I would like to mess with yellow some just because that's what there's going to be a lot of in the water, so we're going to use the yellow sliders. It's not the prettiest, cleanest water in the world in Galveston. It was actually really beautiful the week before we were there, or a couple weeks even before we were there. But by the time we got there, everything was kind of churning a little bit more and it was kind of yellow. So I'm going to drop the luminance just because the water's a little bright. Honestly, I feel like we could kind of move the hue a little bit and then probably drop the saturation on it a little bit so it's not just like brown water in your face. The other thing I like to do with these presets is the sharpening is set at 78 in this particular preset. I'm kind of like a 50-ish range kind of girl, so I'm just going to go ahead and slide that down. It's just kind of like my personal sweet spot. It's totally up to you. It's just another, you know, personal style choice that I make. look at the sky. The sky obviously is going to be blue. So let's go over to the blue sliders. I feel like we could bring that luminance down on the blue, and you see you start getting some of that sky back. Yeah, so actually in the original photo that I showed you, I used graduated filter also to bring some of that sky back. But honestly, just dropping the luminance seems to do fine. I don't really think it necessarily has to have the graduated filter. But let me show you what that looks like anyway, since I did it on the first one. And we might, you know, I don't know, we'll see what it looks like on top of this. So here's the graduated filter. It's Rad Sky. I've used the Unraveled Academy Rad Pack in some previous videos, and this is just something that you get as part of those presets. You kind of have to manually add it in here. But anyway, it totally changes the sky. And so we've got that, and I'm just going to take it and come down. You can see how much darker it is. You can also see that it's making an impact on my daughter in this area. And so something that I like to do in a situation like this, and I don't really know the in and outs of why this works, but it works, is just to switch this over to luminance. You can kind of change your range, and you can see it already making a difference and changing things there. And you can just play with these little sliders basically until you get it just however you want it. So you see it's kind of taken that Rad Sky effect off of my daughter, just because I've chosen to like do the luminance range mask and then, you know, adjust those sliders until it got to kind of a sweet spot. We'll see how that looks compared to the one I showed you. Oh yeah, so this is definitely like a little bit brighter. Maybe we'll bring those highlights down a little bit and bring the exposure down a little bit. Ooh, I don't know what happened there, too far. Computer's slow today, apparently. It's not responding. It doesn't like me at the moment. See, look at me. Like, I just edited that other one that way, and I already can't remember, like, what I apparently did differently. Oh, I went definitely a lot warmer on the first one. I still feel like the exposure could come down, and it really is just slow to respond today. I'm sorry. I have so much stuff junking up my computer. It's unreal. But anyway, you get the idea. You see what these presets do. You kind of see like the tones that they come with, how I kind of like to just play with them and, you know, make adjustments, make tweaks over here until it becomes something that I like. So that's pretty much how this one works. I mean, you can look over here and get an idea of kind of what these other ones look like. You know, if it'll respond today. The thing that's funky about these, and maybe there's a fix for it, is like every time I click on one, it takes my white balance back to where it was whenever I imported it in. So that's kind of annoying. So like each time I click these, I mean, I guess I could go through and make adjustments to those presets and resave them or something like that. But yeah, it always brings my white balance back to how it was shot. which is kind of a little annoying if I've already made some adjustments. But other than that, like I think these are fun. I have fun with these. I don't use them for everything, but sometimes just the tones of this set are amazing. I especially like them for these beach photos. I think they look really cool. I mean, like I said, this is like 11 a.m., so it's pretty sunny, and I feel like I'm getting a really nice photo out of it from those presets. But anyway, if you enjoyed watching me edit this video and you would like to see me edit more videos, maybe using some different presets, Lord knows I got plenty of them we could try, go ahead and give this this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment down below if there's anything you would like to see me edit, or you know, whatever. If there's presets that you would like to see, maybe I have them, maybe I don't, but there's only one way to find out, and that is just to put it down there in the comments. People love small. I could totally do a video with small. I love it too, and it's actually really popular among lifestyle photographers. But anyway, if you've enjoyed this, go ahead and head over to my Instagram as well. I am at Monica_Brown_photos. I post quite a bit there. And if you're interested in my website or my blog, which is somewhat photography related, and some just mom lifestyle, and then also just my photography website, it is www.monica-brown.com, and you can find me over there also. Thank you so much.